In this video, I will show you how to fix the rear parking sensors not beeping when reversing in a 4th generation Kia Sportage. When working properly, the rear parking sensors help you detect obstacles behind the vehicle by emitting warning beeps that become more frequent as you get closer to an object. If your parking sensors are not making any sound, the first thing to check is whether the parking sensor display is working. Start the engine and shift the transmission into reverse. If the parking sensor display appears on the instrument cluster and responds when an object is placed behind the vehicle, but there is no warning sound, the parking sensors themselves are most likely working correctly. In this situation, the most common cause is a faulty center speaker located on top of the dashboard. This speaker is responsible for generating several warning sounds, including the parking sensor alerts and the turn signal clicking sound. A quick way to confirm this is to activate the turn signals. If you cannot hear the turn signal clicking sound as well, the center speaker is likely defective and should be inspected or replaced. Replacing the center speaker is fairly simple. First, remove the daylight sensor from the top of the dashboard and disconnect its electrical connector. Then carefully pry up the center speaker grill and remove it from the dashboard. With the grill out of the way, remove the two screws securing the speaker. Lift it up, disconnect the electrical connector, and remove the speaker. You can test the speaker with a small AA battery. It should make a clicking or popping sound when temporarily connected to the battery. Now take your replacement speaker and install it in the reverse order of removal. Once replaced, the parking sensor warning tones and turn signal clicking sound should return to normal. However, if you shift into reverse and see a check system warning message on the instrument cluster, this usually indicates a problem with one or more parking sensors, the sensor wiring, or the parking assist control system. Walk around the rear bumper and inspect the parking sensors for dirt, mud, ice, or physical damage. A dirty sensor can sometimes prevent the system from operating correctly. If the sensors appear clean and undamaged, the next step is to scan the vehicle for diagnostic trouble codes using a suitable scan tool. The stored fault codes can help identify which sensor or circuit is causing the problem. Once you have identified the faulty sensor, replacement is fairly straightforward. On this 4th generation Sportage, there is no need to remove the rear bumper. Simply go underneath the rear of the vehicle and access the parking sensors from behind the bumper. All 4 rear parking sensors are easily accessible from underneath, allowing you to disconnect the electrical connector, remove the faulty sensor, and install a new one. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to VJoin for more car repair videos. Thanks for watching.